Mohenjo-Daro, translating to Mound of the Dead, stands as one of the most significant remnants of the Indus Valley Civilization. Located in present-day Pakistan, this metropolis was a marvel of urban planning, boasting advanced drainage systems, grid-patterned streets, and multi-story brick houses around 2500 BCE. However, for all its sophistication, the city's ultimate demise remains a subject of intense debate. While mainstream archaeology points to environmental shifts and gradual decline, a more radical and highly controversial theory suggests a terrifying alternative, that Mohenjo-Daro was the victim of a prehistoric nuclear event. The foundation of this hypothesis lies in the anomalous physical evidence found at the site during excavations in the early 20th century. Archaeologists uncovered dozens of skeletons scattered haphazardly across the streets, rather than buried in designated graves. These remains, often described as being frozen in moments of sudden death, have been cited by theorists as evidence of a cataclysmic event that struck without warning. Proponents of the nuclear theory argue that the positioning of the bodies, some sprawling, others seemingly holding hands, mirrors the aftermath of Pompeii or Hiroshima. Furthermore, early reports alleged that these skeletons contained high levels of radioactivity, comparable to those found in the victims of modern nuclear fallout, although these claims lack modern peer-reviewed verification. Beyond the biological remains, the geological evidence presents a puzzling mystery. Scattered throughout the site are masses of vitrified rock and brick. Vitrification occurs when rock is exposed to such intense heat that it melts and fuses into a glass-like substance. In a modern context, this phenomenon is associated with the ground zero of a nuclear explosion. Theorists argue that ordinary fires or pottery kilns of the Bronze Age could not have generated the temperatures, upwards of 1500 degrees Celsius, required to turn large sections of city walls into glass. To the fringe historian, this suggests a heat source of unnatural, weaponized intensity. To contextualize these anomalies, proponents turn to ancient Sanskrit texts, specifically the great epic, the Mahabharata. The text describes the Brahmastra, a celestial weapon of immense power. The descriptions are hauntingly evocative of a thermonuclear detonation. The epic speaks of a single projectile charged with all the power of the universe, resulting in an incandescent column of smoke and flame as bright as the 1,000 suns. The text further details the after-effects: hair and nails falling out, food becoming poisoned, and birds turning white, symptoms that eerily parallel acute radiation sickness. When J. Robert Oppenheimer, the father of the atomic bomb, witnessed the first nuclear test, he famously recalled Sanskrit scripture, solidifying the cultural link between modern destruction and ancient myth. However, despite the allure of this science fiction scenario, mainstream science offers more grounded explanations. Archaeologists and geologists argue that the vitrification is likely the result of long-term industrial activity, such as intense brick baking or slag from smelting, or potentially the result of fierce fires caused by burning grain stores during a siege. Furthermore, modern analysis of the skeletons suggest they do not date to a single moment in time, but were deposited over centuries, debunking the idea of an instantaneous mass death. The prevailing academic view is that the Indus Valley Civilization collapsed due to climate change, specifically the shifting of monsoon patterns and the drying up of the vital Saraswati River. While the theory of ancient nuclear warfare at Mohenjo-Daro remains a captivating narrative that blends archaeology with mythology, it is widely regarded as pseudoscience. The image of a Bronze Age city incinerated by the power of the atom speaks more to modern humanity's fear of its own technological potential than to historical reality. Nevertheless, the vitrified ruins and the lonely skeletons of the Mound of the Dead ensure that Mohenjo-Daro retains its aura of mystery, inviting us to wonder what truly happened in the final days of this lost civilization.